starting to come along. Hopefully, my powder coating guy, not my powder goating. But if you do ever want to get your goat powder coated, then I might be able to hook you up. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. It's been a while since I've been working on Cirqus Voltaire, but I've been doing other stuff and things, but I'm finally back in the basement. As you can see, I've got my Iron Maiden folded up. I stole my Insider Connected from Guardians of the Galaxy, stuck it in here, and it is going to go to Forked River Brewing for people's playing pleasure, and I'm going to bring my Stranger Things home. And I did that to make room for the new Godzilla. Should probably power this on so you can see the action, but this isn't a Godzilla video. It is a Cirqus Voltaire video, but I mean, come on, gotta take a quick peek at this. Brand new game in the lineup. Very modded out. Thanks to Rob Ellison, who hooked me up. He's a bad influence, man. Just like friggin' few weeks ago, he hooked me up with this too. Nicely modded up Jurassic Park. So the lineup is forever changing. And I just listed my Frontier for sale because, as you can see, don't have space for that because friggin' Congo took over its spot. So yeah, I've been busy doing things, including this, winning my launch party at Mana Pinball. GC, that's right. And then we got another launch party coming up this Saturday. So maybe, might just be enough space right there. Get a set of dragon twins. Okay, so check this out. I've got me some art blades, thanks to Kevin. I've got me the rubbers I need, thanks to Kevin. Two of these are 3.25 inch, but they should work fine. And one 3.5 inch. Those are the last rubbers I need for the playfield. And then he also hooked me up with a couple purple flipper rubbers. Oh, also at Mana Pinball, I used my store credit that I had there when I won Metallica launch party. Let's go check that plaque out. Yeah. And so I used it to buy these pretty rad Ninja Star pop bumper caps for my Deadpool. And with the 50 bucks off, it only cost me like an extra 20-ish bucks, so that was pretty sweet. And what else? Oh, yeah, I'm in the process of installing some lighting. I'm gonna put that up here. That's gonna be great. And then a couple more outlets, and then another one of these style lights for above the machine, so I don't have to deal with this kind of crap. And all this extension cord crap all over the place. I'll just put a plug like right in the ceiling there, and boom, my buddy Ray's gonna come and help me with that. Also, I ordered a bell from Amazon. I opened it up today, and it's like just a puny little sucker, so I'm returning that crap. And I got what I'm hoping is a proper size bell. I went from $8 to $13, so that's fine, whatever. Pretty cheap mod. Okay, what else are we gonna do? Oh, that's the other thing. I took in my wire forms. There's 3 of them. Brought them to my powder coating guy, and they're gonna be friggin' cool. The chrome wire forms themselves are really in nice shape. I kind of felt bad powder coating them, but it's gonna look awesome. I'm excited about it. So it is what is going to happen. Um, and what else? I think that might be about it. So many updates. Oh yeah, check this out. I found this in my stash. Battery board. I can't read this. Pro Black Edition WPC 95 from noquartersarcade.com. I was looking for a battery pack and I just found this in my stash. And this was donated to me, I'm pretty sure, by Wally16. So shout out to Wally16. And I was checking this out, and it looks like you just remove the battery pack, and then you stick these 4 legs right where the battery pack would have been. And it's 2 CR2032 batteries. I checked the voltage on these guys. They're both over 3 volts, so the batteries are still good. So I'm going to install that. It's a pretty friggin' sweet find there. I feel like there's some other find. There was something else, I think. I forgot. But at some point too, I'm going to bust out my ultrasonic cleaner, because today I just bought some heavy duty citrus degreaser cleaner. So that's also new. So there's been a lot of stuff going on. And, oh yeah, one other thing. I built Ellie a little shelf and put her bed right there. I like screwed it down basically. I just did that tonight. She hasn't used it yet. I don't know if she'll like it or not. But I figure she likes to perch up there. So this could be a perfect little spot for her. So we'll see if she likes it. But yeah, so I've done like a billion things, or, you know, like buying Godzillas and Shreks and negotiating for other machines in the interim. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Not like I friggin' have space, because when I bring Stranger Things back, where's it gonna go? Something, I might have to sell something. Not sure what though. Anyway, that's a quick update on what is going on besides Cirqus Voltaire. But now it's time to do a little bit of work on this. I only have like an hour, hour and a half before I want to go to bed, because it's actually past 10:30 at night, and I figure if I'm going to get anything done, I better freaking get down here and do it. So let's start with the rubbers. Okay, let's try these 3.25-inch rubbers. They're supposed to be 3.5, but I figure they should work. Easier said than done. Well, yeah. That'll be fine and dandy. That looks great. Love that. Okay, that side's done. Now for the other side. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, that's good. So let's do the flippers. Okay. Like I said in the previous video, the orange was just a placeholder. So I only had one purple rubber. One purple flipper rubber. But thanks to Kevin, I now have 2. Actually, now I have 2 different individual purple rubbers that are left over. So maybe one day they'll match something. Let's see. Okay, how's that look? Yeah, that looks great. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to install the art blades, because with everything removed from the playfield, I think it'll just be a lot easier. See how nice access I have to the sides? The only hesitation I have is I'm going to still have to lift the playfield up and down another 100 times before this shop job is finished, so there is the risk of scratching the art blades. Wait a minute. Not if I'm smart about it and use my Roger Kohut designed art blade protectors. So I'll stick that there so I actually remember. So I should be fine. Just got to leave them in there for the rest of the time being. But, oh yeah, I've been meaning to share this as well. A little bit of history on John Popadiuk. He's Canadian. I don't know how many other Canadian designers there were in pinball that produced such awesome games. But he grew up in Toronto, and that's how he and Mike Hanley became good buddies, because Hanley was in Toronto, and he had a business called the Church of the Silver Ball, where he had lots of pinball machines, and that was around for a long time. But anyway, so that's kind of by proximity and pinball, they became good buddies. And John Popadiuk, you know how he's into the Alice in Wonderland theme and whatnot. Like, this is the new history of Popadiuk. But check this out. Well, I guess it was maybe, it was at Maple Pinball. Mike Hanley still had a bunch of stuff there. Hanley had all kinds of stuff at Maple Pinball. And one day I went there for a pinball tournament, and I was wandering around the back room, and I stumbled across what turns out to be basically Alice in Wonderland prototype from the early days. Like, check this out. That's Mike Hanley on the left, John Popadiuk on the right in the black shirt. This is a photo that Hanley gave me. And this is, I believe it's like an F14 that Popadiuk was tinkering with back however long ago this was, probably 80s. Wait, when did F14 come out? So maybe it was 90s. But yeah, so this is the first prototype of Alice in Wonderland. And if you want to check it out, you can just Google that. John Popadiuk, Mike Hanley, Alice in Wonderland prototype. But you can see, I'll give you a little teaser here. How do I expand this? Shane Jackson about. Just mute that. But there it is. This is like the early beginnings of John Popadiuk. One of one, Alice in Wonderland. First prototype. It's honestly, it's just really like kind of arts and crafts at this point. It's not like any major development or anything, because you can see like what's going on here. Just, that's kind of like a high school like arts and crafts project, but it's friggin' cool. That ramp looks actually like that was made from scratch. Oh, and then there's like a window in the playfield there. You see that? For like a lower playfield. We've got some vanish. Do you see that flipper in the bottom left corner? See that? So I just thought that I would share. This is like one of Popadiuk's first designs, I guess you could say, potentially. And Mike Hanley still has this machine. There was a spin the bottle feature, I guess. Jeff Teolis did an interview with Hanley on this and talked a little bit more in depth about it. And took some photos, and you should check that out on Pinball Profile. You should be able to find that pretty easily. But anyway, I just wanted to share that bit of history with you, and then maybe in a later episode or later episodes we can talk about John Popadiuk history in the later years, the not so good years. Okay, first thing I'm doing to install the art blade is to wipe down the side with a cloth that is doused in isopropyl alcohol. Actually, my cloth is pretty much dried up now, but I did that along everywhere. You remove the hinge bolt there, but I've been looking for this last Hanley Easter egg, and I messaged him, and he told me that it's in this bottom right corner here, And I told him, well, I looked a couple times. Does it matter that it's a sample playfield? He said, no, it should be on the sample playfield as well. And just by chance, I kind of glanced in the area. Just from this angle, I noticed tiniest little bit of text. Sure enough, there it is. Hanley CO. I can barely read that because my glasses are not on, but there's the other Easter egg I've been looking for. All right, let's tear off the Band-Aid here and install these art blades. I'm gonna go dry method, which I may regret. I really should also pop out that. Pull the playfield towards me as much as I can, which is 0. Oh, check this out. In an earlier episode, I was looking for playfield date. I was looking at the front edge and I didn't see anything but Weber playfields. 20 1/4 by 46 and 17/32. 7. Lenk Smith HPM A39 1-9 97. Is that right? January 9th, 1997. I don't know if that is accurate, but anyway, there's something. Let's go back to tearing off the Band-Aid. Yeah, because these playfields, the sample playfields were made in like August. Oh wait, so it's the 1st of August. No, 9th month is September. 1st of September. 1st of September. My cabinet was made August 25th. Anyway, who cares? Let's get to these art lights. Okay, wish me luck. Like I said, I'm going dry here. I don't know, man. Maybe I should wet it down. What do people use? Like glass cleaner? Think that'll work? Try not to spray my friggin' flipper opto boards. Maybe I'll spray a bit on the back side of this. I've done wet method once and dry all the other times, but these are not quite as rigid and firm as like the stern ones, so let's give this wet method a try. Okay, that did not go very smooth at all. I think I gotta get a couple more wrinkles out. No, that's a reflection, but I think I might do it a little differently on the other side. But I better deal with this before it dries up too much, but it will look good. I just gotta do a couple more tweaks. Okay, you probably noticed that I struggled quite a bit. But after fighting with it for a bit, repositioning it 8 times, good thing I went with the wet method, it's pretty effing good. It's lined up very nicely to the edge here. I think I got rid of every bubble and wrinkle. So I think I am happy with that. Why is my mother calling me at friggin', what time is it? 11. I guess it's not that late, but sorry, Mother, I'm recording. I hung up on her. Yeah, so I think as I was installing that, I remembered something about using tape to help your alignment, but I think that's only if you have the playfield out. You know, you kind of pre-tape it like this, then you can just kind of fold it over into place, but not with the playfield in. So, and it was really tight. Let's see, do I have any more wiggle room over here? Let's compare to the other side here. Oh yeah, I have way more room. I should have probably tried to fight this playfield over better because I've got it on that one hook. So it's kind of like leaning the playfield towards the right rail. Anyway, these are all things you learned after the fact. So let's see if I can do the left side with a little less struggle. All right, let's see how many friggin' attempts this takes me. Oh crap, I gotta remove the hinge bolt first. All right, let's see if I can do this with a little bit less struggle. Wish me luck. I got grease all over my hands and the art blades from these slide rails. Friggin' 30-year-old grease. Can't see out my friggin' greasy glasses now. Gotta give them a real good cleaning. That is just garbage. I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Let's have a closer look. I think it's not bad. That's pretty well aligned, actually. I've got to like press it on there a little better though. It's not fully adhered. My whole alignment isn't perfect, but I don't care about that so much as the top alignment and the fact that there are no wrinkles or bubbles. That's what is important. But yeah, I think you're gonna mess with that just for another couple minutes, and then we'll lower the playfield and see what it looks like. All right, I installed the hinge bolts, cleaned my glasses, lowered the playfield, and have a look. Did have to clean up a little bit of grease. Still a little bit of remnants there. Got like a little rubbing alcohol cloth here. Should fix that right up. But yeah, looks pretty friggin' cool. Despite my struggles, they went on pretty damn good, and I didn't even tear or rip or wrinkle anything. It's like pretty fine job, I do say so myself. Okay, well, it's getting kind of late. It's 11:24. Maybe I'll like do these lane guides or something and then come back tomorrow. All right, it's the first step in reassembling the playfield. Got the lane guides. They're looking nicely illuminated with the LEDs. And it is like 11:30 at night, but you know what? I think it probably wouldn't take that long to install that battery pack. So maybe I'll do that before I call it quits. Okay, I got the MPU out. And the ribbon cables were real stubborn. This thing is in such good shape that I wonder if the ribbon cables were rarely, if ever, removed, and that's why. Because this thing looks pretty friggin' minty. Looks like it's never been touched. And so I see that it says positive on the top there. And that's the positive side. So literally just remove these. Oh, battery pack has been replaced. This board has been worked on. I don't think I remember seeing any corrosion or anything. But I'll remove this pack and we'll have a closer look. Okay, I got it out, but I think I pulled like every single of those through hole rings, whatever you call them, these guys here. I think I destroyed the majority of them. So fortunately, I only need 4 of them to be good, right? Probably really just 1 positive and 1 negative. But if I have to do jumpers, I will. But yeah, it didn't go really all that smoothly. I kind of butchered it. Good thing it's big traces, which are easily repairable if needed. Alright, from the top side it looks pretty good. It's installed. I kind of forgot to really zoom in on these components to see if there's any battery damage. But it all looks pretty friggin' minty. So I just kind of glob the solder on from underneath in case there's some topside traces that I needed to connect to. So that is after me cleaning, believe it or not. Trying to get rid of my flux. I did try to like test some continuity, and I don't know where everything goes. So we're just gonna friggin' install this thing, turn it on, and see if it saves progress and whatnot. Alright, let's turn this on and see what happens. Installed my art blade protectors. I tried to like bend it into place a little better and cracked it. I've got these clamps here so that when I do take out the back box and fold it down and rest it on the rails, that it doesn't like slide off the machine, which is extra slippery now that I got these things on here. Okay, so factory settings restored. We're expecting that. Ooh, that's loud. Can I turn the volume down first? Because it is friggin' like midnight. Adjustment. Is that what I want? Standard adjustment. I feel like I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Oh, here we go. Date. Let's say it is, this is date style. We want to set time and date. Where do I gotta go? Feature, pricing, high score to date. Is it feature? Oh, the knocker volume. I gotta. Let's do this. Let's just go knocker volume. 22. Exit out of there. And let it do its thing. It's so loud. Jamie's gonna kill me. One last test. Don't test the ringmaster right yet. That is, if she wakes up. She's at the other end of the house. This is the back end of the house. She's at the front, so maybe we're okay. Okay, let's go to, what was it? feature adjustments. Went backwards. Hey, look at that. I would say that saved my progress, wouldn't you? So I think that is a successful battery install. All right, I'm going to shut this machine down. We'll come back tomorrow and do some more fun stuff. Okay, I'm back in the basement, and there we go. Time and date now set. I've only done this 1,000 times. I don't know why I struggled last night. But it was under utilities, and then you just go to set time and date. So simple. Okay, so that's done. No more credit dots. And yeah, I think my battery is happy. Let's go check for sure. Let's see, adjustment, standard. No, it was feature. Go back. Knocker volume 22. Still good. All right. So my battery operation was a success, even though I destroyed all the little ringlets and through holes or whatever you call them. But that's how you lep it up, boys and girls. Now I'm going to move on to the next thing. Not sure what that is yet. Okay, I'm starting to reassemble things where I can. Got a couple pop bumper caps on, they're looking good. And I got the boom balloon pop bumper raised. I cleaned up the skirt and body a bit. Removed the cap to find this. That's got to be remedied. Firstly, I've got to resolder that wire. Secondly, change that to LED. And then, thirdly, here is the boom balloon plastic. For whatever reason, someone has a little piece of cardboard there to hold the screw in. Not sure what that's all about. Here's the damage. But I was looking closely, and this actually looks like a decal on this plastic, which means that I can just order a new decal, peel this one off, and away we go. Because I did find that there is this plastic available, but it's like $50 US or Euro, plus shipping, tax, tariffs, duty, tax on the tariffs. So it'd be like $400 by the time I get it. But the decal is like $12 US. So if I think I can peel this off successfully, then I can just reuse this plastic and solve that little boo-boo there. So I think that is my game plan. So I'll see if I can peel this off, wire up that LED, and see if it works. Alright, so this appears to not be a decal after all. It's just like protection, I guess. It didn't work very well for the art, but that's because, you know, this was an incandescent bulb, and that's a lot hotter than LED bulb. So ordering a new decal isn't really going to solve that issue, is it? Unless there's a decal under the layer, but I don't think so. Or is it? I don't know. Maybe there's another layer here. I think there might actually be. Well, what do you friggin' know? It is a decal after all. Before I go peeling that off, though, I'm going to order a new decal. And that's good news, though. That is really good news. So I can just peel that off and stick on a new one for like, probably going to cost me like $20 all said and done. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, let's see if this socket even works. Okay, let's try and change the bulb. Okay, I got an incandescent bulb here that I tested in my tester. This should work. Okay, there might be some more wire damage below, so I'm gonna have to investigate. On a quick side note, I hung my piece that I got from Kevin of Indianapolis 500. I also added this cool decal to the door frame of stickers. And I got this cool Dungeons and Dragons launch party poster to match my Metallica one. Okay, I think I figured out my problem. I just soldered the wire just to make life a little easier. And as you can see, the bulb does not work. Except when you pull it out a little bit. So, just a matter of what I'm going to do, actually. Pop in my LED, because it's got a thicker base. But sometimes when you got an issue like that, you just got to like squeeze those fins together a little bit. I just use like a small jeweler's screwdriver just to make tighter contact. But since my LED bulb, you know, wedge is thicker, I may not need to do that. So I'll pop that in and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go with warm white. Oh my god, Ellie is just stampeding across the floor up there. She hasn't come down yet to use her new bed. Hopefully she will pop in and check things out. Look at that. As suspected, it's a good fit. And oh, here's an issue I just thought of. That ain't gonna want to go down flat because this bulb is, you know what I can do? I can just pop off the friggin' top. That's what I'll do. Pop the top off the LED. Then this will actually fit because it ain't gonna right now. Okay, I actually just found an LED that was a flat top. It's warm to match the others, and now voila, that fits. So I just got to order me a new boom balloon decal, and those guys will all be happy. Okay, I was just about to install this switch here for the spinner, and that ain't very good, so I think this needs to be resoldered. Also, question, why is there no diode on this micro switch? Isn't there supposed to be a diode on this thing? I should look into that. That's just kind of weird. Well, doesn't look like there's a diode on there, does it? So, must be, I don't know, on the board or somewhere else in the switch matrix or something, but seems to be diodeless. I'll have to check on the other spinner too. Let's have a look at this guy. Diodeless. Alright, well, I think we have our answer. Okay, I did kind of like melt a bit of the insulation on the orange wire there, I guess, with my soldering iron. I'm assuming I did that. I don't remember seeing that before, but there we go. That's on there much better now. And now I'll install it. Oh, check this out. How cute is that? I just stumbled across this. Little boom balloons. Little popcorn thing there. That's not bad. That's not bad. Some Target decals. Those are pretty cool too. Shoosh. What else am I going to have to spend money on now? I was looking. Whoa. Chrome laser etched lock bar. Okay, I got to stop looking or else this is going to cost me thousands of dollars. This is something that wouldn't cost me thousands of dollars though. Some little silver accents on the side scrolls. Those are pretty cool. Okay, check it out. This table is now free of parts, except for the miscellaneous hardware that I have to figure out where that goes. These are the extra washers that I don't need, but this table is free and clear once I install this ramp. Just have to clean it up. but I noticed my ramp decal is kind of falling off, so I was just going to like literally slice it off. And then I thought, well, maybe there's a better solution out there. So what I think I'm going to do is take little alcohol wipe, clean it up. I don't think the adhesive is going to really come off, and I don't really care too much about that. Then I got a piece of Mylar that I cut, and then I can just secure it like so. And then I think that's the better way of doing things. So ramp is not very dirty. I'll give that a novice job and maybe bend my ramp flap down just a bit. Yeah, look at that. Might need to be bent down. We'll see once I rest it on the playfield. And then I'll show you the few components that I have installed. Okay, ramp is ready to be installed. I did decide to trim off some of the ramp decal because once it peels off, it gets dirty, and then, yeah, so got rid of the nasty bits, a few little nasty bits. And look at that. Can you even see my piece of Mylar that I put on there? It's very subtle. So I didn't really lose any art or any decal except for the crusty bits. And it's all noviced up, ready to go in. Well, I've never seen this before, but I think I should probably replace this nut. It's like missing its outer shell. Here's my nuts before and after. Okay, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with this little tool. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but it does work. I use it like almost every day I'm working on this silly thing. Give it a light little dusting, and saves me like $10 a pop on the compressed air. So let's have a look at what I installed. We've got, I've got to pull this wire down. This plastic here. We got the pop bumper caps. We've got the skill shot ramp, and then last night did the lane guides. But starting to come together, starting to look pretty friggin' sweet. So I was hoping my powder coating would be ready today, but I haven't heard from my guy yet. I don't know how much more I can do without my wire forms. But pretty shortly I gotta go and move Iron Maiden over to Forked River and bring home my Stranger Things. Jay the neighbor's gonna pitch in, and we'll be doing that soon. So I don't know how much more time I have left here, but see what else I can do before Jay shows up. Okay, I think it's time for some more lepping. This plastic is not in good shape. And I looked up to see if there was a plastic protector available for this guy, which I didn't find. So I'm just gonna kind of make a half-assed one. I'm going to just cut a piece of Lexan here in this area, then drill a hole in it, then crazy glue it all together. So just this front edge will be all beefed up, and the rest doesn't really need it. I don't want to try and cut an entire piece and deal with all these holes and everything. So I'm just going to lep up the front edge here. I think this should do. This scroll saw is so clutch. I use it very often. All right, let's see if I can mark up a hole for this thing. Oh, someone has tried to glue this before. Like so. All right. It's my drilling table. Can you even see? Let's try and not block the view. That should do. Okay, this is where things are going to get a little sketch here, because it is warped and I'm dealing with crazy glue, which never goes well. So we'll see what happens here. See if my crazy glue is even. Yep, that's good. Okay. Add a little here. There we go. See, this is already going way bad here and here. Get in there. That's pretty good. I got crazy glue on the wrong side of this thing. Wipe that off. And like so, we go like that. Squeeze that into place. I need more fingers. Okay. Actually, if that stays in position, then that might actually work. I just gotta hold this there for who knows how long, and we'll see how that turns out. Okay, this is the finished product. It's still a little bit wet, so I'm gonna try and clean up some of the glue, but I think it'll do, like so. The one thing I would have done in hindsight differently is have the support plastic kind of stick out like a 1/16 or an 1/8, because that's what causes the issue in the first place, the ball smashing into the edge. So if this Lexan edge stuck out a little further, like all plastic protectors do, then it would have done some plastic protecting. Right now it's more plastic band-aid, so it should be good. I'll give it a little clean once it's dry, and another bit of a episode. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up for now. Starting to come along. Hopefully my powder coating guy, not my powder goating, but if you do ever want to get your goat powder coated, then I might be able to hook you up. So maybe he'll give me a call tomorrow, and if that's the case, then I should be able to reassemble everything. And yeah, so that's exciting. Anyway, I'm out of here. We'll see you later. This 4-foot LED lighting is going to be a very nice upgrade. Got it hung up, just got to wire it up. All right, with the help of Jay the neighbor, who's out on a smoke break right now, we now have Iron Maiden in the Forked River lineup. Oh yeah. All right, she's playing good. Do a little bit of play testing. Might have to remove some outlane rubbers. Playing pretty friendly, but she's playing good. Oh, all right, look at that. All right, all you Forked River pinballers, the bar has been set. Come to Forked River and get your name on the board. Unfortunately, it's not connected to the leaderboard just yet, so it don't quite count. But I did get all my achievements. I got lots of achievements. It may have been the best game I've ever had, actually. 560 spins. Spinner Meltdown Master. Oh, 22 spins in one shot, I guess. Meltdown Master, 40 mil. Holy shite, 117 in bonus X. Super Slings, 14 million. All right, there you go. Iron Maiden, come play. It's fun.